Yeah. Turn the lights up. Turn the mics on. Welcome to SFL Nights. Studio lights. And the microphone's live. Studio lights and the microphone's live. Like simulation football, yeah, the whole league crowd. From kickoff dreams to the final drive. Every story told when the spotlight arrives. Breaking down games, fucking wins and takes. Big time moments, clutch time breaks. From rookies to vets, everybody relate. If you live in SFL, then you're tuned in today. Highlights rolling, hot takes cooking. Behind the scenes while the league keeps moving. From Dame Bland's deep to laugh forgets. AJ bring the energy, she bring the bets. SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Turn it on loud. Bo higher and higher. Football talk. Till fool so fire. Guest in the building, wholly inspired. SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Prime time vibes and competitive fire. Simulation star. League wide chatter. It's SFL life that don't get better. Draft day hopes and playoff runs like a boom stories. Buzzer beater wins, breaking down dive. Calling big time plays every episode. Got that game day, hey. Trying new flavors, rating the bites. Food on the table with league insight. Owners of players all sharing the mic. Every cowboy real every single night. For real moon, talking fear and reactions. League wide love with real connections. If you bid in SFL, you already family. It's more than a podcast. It's community. With AJ Striker. Turn it up loud. Go higher and higher. Football talk. Till fool so fire. Guest in the building, whole league inspired. SFL Night with AJ Striker. Prime time vibes of competitive fight. Simulation score. And league wide chatter. It's SFL Light that don't get better. Mic checks ready, cameras roll. Every story matter, every voice go. From coast to coast, every squad unite. SFL family every night. SFL Night with AJ Striker. SFL Night with AJ Striker. SFL Night. Yeah. Turn the lights on. Yeah. Turn the mics on. Yeah. Turn the lights up. Turn the mics on. Welcome to SFL Nights.
What is up? What is up? What is up, SFL Nation? And welcome back to SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Thank you so much for joining me today, tonight, or whenever you decided to hit that play button or turn on that radio dial. I really appreciate it, y'all. Man, I just had to go through some real stuff real quick. Like, for some reason, I couldn't get my welcome screen off the screen. And I was like, we starting this again already, huh? I'll tell you what, me and StreamYard are going to have it out one of these days. But welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I definitely want to go ahead and get the show moving tonight because I want to make sure that I make time for the Streets of Talking. I told them that I should be done by 9:30, so I do want to respect that time because we all work hard to make sure we do our best for you and be available for you. So when these guys got time, I got to make sure, I don't mind moving over for them. So let's go to my comments really quickly. Hey, we are live also on F4A Radio. Thank you so much, Christian. It's going to be a shame to have to whoop your butt tonight. On Saturday night, man, it's going to be a shame, man. But, we're still going to be friends afterwards. I love you. First on the scene, though, shout out to Corey Minner. He is the co-owner, as well as, I think, one of the coaches. Got to correct me if I'm wrong on that. But of the Riverhawks, who have been having an amazing season so far. So big ups to you for being here. Also, shout out to Robert Henson Jr. for showing up, too. Come on. There we go. Showing up and showing out, too. I really appreciate you for being here. Good evening, sir. And his lovely wife, Miss Portia Henson, as well. I was about to say good morning. You still could have, dear. It's all right. It's a morning somewhere, like I said. See, so um, to those of you who applies to Christian, how can people watch or listen to the streets are talking? They can find their find them on Twitch. It is under the streets are talking. So if you go under Twitch, type in the little hourglass streets are talking, you'll see. Or actually, I think it's actually under Eddie Gage. So you would have to go under Eddie Gage. So to find Streets Are Talking, you have to go under Eddie Gage under Twitch. You'll be able to see all of their good stuff there too. Thank you, Christian. See, look at you being on. You're good for something. I love you. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I am waiting for my guests to get into the building, so we're gonna go ahead and do my review of week 3 and picks for week 4. And unfortunately, so I don't have all the little fancy things that I normally do. If I was doing it where I'm editing, then I can go ahead and edit everything in. But since this is live and I don't have all of the features for StreamYard, I won't be able to show you the graphics, but I can at least tell it to you. You know what I'm saying? So, and it works for the people on the radio, right? So you're listening to me anyway. Oh, here we go, Christian. No, Scorpions are getting stepped on this Saturday. Okay, all right. You know, we definitely gonna see. I mean, y'all putting up a good fight over there. I mean, guess you can only be bad for so long, right? Oh, I love you. Please, I know Bovine, all of them gonna get on me for saying that. But hey, you started it, bro. You started. And it's all in love. Because y'all are doing your thing. So kudos for that. Y'all finally found the pieces that you need to get that together. So I'm proud of you for that. All right. So week 3 results. Carolina. This was all took place. Most of the games took place August 14th, 15th, and I want to say 17th. So Carolina Skyhawks took on the Fort Worth Toros, and Fort Worth won 20-17. Vancouver took on Anchorage Wolves, and Anchorage wound up winning 37-20. Minnesota Legends battled DC. DC put up a good fight. At least, you know, they trying to, man. They struggling over there. They trying, man. They're trying to get it together. And I really hope that they do. I hope that they find the pieces that they need to do it, man. They trying. But Minnesota came out victorious on that, 26-3. Albuquerque Adams took on Los Angeles Vikings, which I will be having Mr. Sully Richardson on. He is the quarterback. He's also the owner and as well as coach for LA. Be interested to talk to him about the season and how it's going. Albuquerque did go on to win that game, though, 30-17. Washington Trident battled the Detroit Maulers. Great game to watch. Detroit wins 48-24. Pittsburgh Riverhogs. Ooh, damn. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh took on Miami Stingrays and won 56-13. I mean, y'all couldn't have threw in a white towel at some point, man. Come on, bro. Y'all could have just said, gave them something, man. Philadelphia Cougars battled the Mexico City Aztecs, and Mexico City went on to win 38-13. I also have a special appearance from Mr. Mike Daggs. He is a co-owner as well as offensive coach. He gonna let me know for the Mexico City Aztecs, as well as Hall of Fame broadcaster. He's actually the director of broadcasting. So if you're interested in getting into broadcasting, please connect with Mike Daggs. He'll definitely get you hooked up. But yeah, they went on to win 38-13. Houston Headhunters battled the Birmingham Hellhounds. Ooh, that's a mouthful. Houston won in a narrow victory, 34-31. If you did not get a chance to check out the game, please do. VFN YouTube, please. Chicago Warriors battled the Oklahoma City Renegades, and Oklahoma City went on to win 27-24. So like I said, Oklahoma City, y'all been doing your thing, man. I'm really proud of you. I'm impressed. And seriously, it's about time, because I don't like to see any franchise struggling. I mean, yeah, we're not on the same team, right? But I do know that your coaches and your front office is responsible for trying to make 15, 20, maybe 30 people happy. And when you're not winning, you know, that can definitely take a toll on the team morale. So for you guys to be able to get this done, kudos to you, man. And I'm curious to see what you do, just not this week. We're going to talk about that in a second. So this week I had 6 right and 3 wrong. That's been the pattern. For some reason, I'm only getting 6 right and 3 wrong. So overall standings, I am at 18-9. Now, Eddie and Brett were kind enough to add me to their pick'ems list, so I'm going to let them go over their overalls, what they got wrong and what they got right, and then we'll come together and put them in our Discord servers so you guys can see and kind of keep up with everything that we're doing. So I think so far I'm winning, so. All right, week 4. So August the 21st, which is tomorrow, Washington Trident will be taking on the Albuquerque Adams, which is going to be a fantastic game to watch at 9 p.m. Eastern. I chose Albuquerque to win this game. Washington, y'all look like y'all got some work to do, man. And Albuquerque is at home. And if I remember correctly, they do not lose too many games at home. So you got your work cut out for you, man. But I'm going to go with the Adams to win this game. Houston Headhunters will be taking on the Philadelphia Cougars. I think I got that wrong earlier too. I think I misquoted them. South versus East, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm going to go with Houston to win this. Philly is still trying to find their identity, and I think once they find it, they definitely going to be dangerous. They are at home, so they do have a good chance to win. But I think Houston is just on a roll right now, and I think that they're going to be victorious in that. So I'm going with Houston. Fort Worth Toros, the sleepers, going against Minnesota Legends, South versus the East. On August the 22nd, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, I am going with Fort Worth Toros. Fort Worth, as I said, they're kind of like a sleeper cell. You don't know what they're going to do, but they always win. They always fly under the radar. So I'm bringing that radar up. I'm picking you guys to win on this game. Minnesota, definitely a great team. Do not let up. If you get a good lead, you better not let up because Minnesota will catch you. And they're at home too, so they do stand a good chance to do it. But going with Fort Worth. Oklahoma City Renegades taking on the Arizona Scorpions. Battle in the West. August 22nd, 6:45 p.m. Eastern. You can see these games again on VFN on YouTube. You can also find a Simulation Football League on YouTube too. You will see it, VFN, Virtual Football Network, if you will. I'm going with Arizona Scorpions to win this game. It is a home game. We always show out at home. Well, there has been times where we kind of drop the ball a bit, but not this time. We got a good plan. We got a good game plan set up for OKC. So I do hope that they're ready. Of course, I'm not getting ready to divulge everything right now because I think it's one more day before the books are due. So why would I do that? But we got a good game plan. Practice has been looking excellent. So fully expect to win this game unless, something unfortunate happens. So Christian, we definitely going to see. All right. DC Dragons will be taking on the Chicago Warriors at 9 p.m. Eastern. And fortunately for Chicago, I'm going with y'all. But unfortunately for DC, I typically go with DC. But I know they got some work to do. I believe in them. And if they are going to win a game, I believe they could win against Chicago, definitely. But I'm seeing a little bit of a struggle there right now. So I'm going to go with Chicago, but DC proved me wrong. Okay. Lexington Miners will be taking on the Birmingham Hellhounds, East versus the South on 9:15 p.m. Eastern on August 22nd. I'm choosing Lexington Miners to win. Birmingham, they definitely have what it takes to win. They're just kind of, I think they're trying something different this year. And they're trying to let it all gel together. Once it does, it's going to be a problem. I just don't know if it's going to be a problem against Lexington. And they're going to be at home too. So Lexington is going to be running on the road. Well, we're going to see. All right. Los Angeles Lycans taking on the Carolina Skyhawks, West versus the South. August 24th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. These two teams, their owners and their coaches are very good friends. So it's interesting to know. I'll talk to Sully about it when I see him. It's interesting to know his thoughts on like battling his friend. You know what I mean? I'm going with LA. I've been choosing LA for the past couple of weeks because I like what I see. Carolina is always one of those teams. Like I want to vote. I want to give them that nod, but I don't know which one's coming to play. I get my hopes up, and I'm like, oh man, what happened? So I'm gonna give the nod to LA. So good luck, y'all. Miami Stingrays taking on the Bossier City Steamers. Battle in the South, August 24th, 6:45 p.m. Eastern. I'm going with Bossier City to win this game. Miami got some work to do. I definitely want to be able to pick you at some point, but I think that once you guys get your pieces to gel together, especially on offense, I think you guys stand a chance. So please do what you got to do. But I'm going for Bossier City to win this game. Lastly, Mexico City Aztecs taking on the Detroit Maulers. Championship caliber game right here. South versus the East. Last game of the night on the 24th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Got to go with Mexico City. I mean, Detroit, they're going to be at home. So that's going to be a strong. Jordan Snipe is going to have to make the least amount of mistakes as possible. And I do know that Detroit can definitely capitalize on the mistakes that you make. So, Jordan, you better be careful out there, honey. I'm going with you guys to win. But please be careful. All right? We'll see. So, I am... Oh, we got comments? Let me see. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to go back. Let's see. Boo. See? Robert just proved me wrong on the field, honey. I'm sorry. I had to pick one, man. I had to pick one. To be fair, we were losing. We had about 15 players, which was the problem. That's true. Not having a full roster of user players definitely will make a difference, man. So how many players do you guys have right now? Like actual players on your team? Do you know? Hey, Eden Loveless, fresh off of bye. BCS is getting the win column this week. I know that's right, baby. You better let them know, honey. I love you, Eden. Thank you for being here, sugar. Oh. I mean, what the hell you? That was rude. I know she talking to me, but that was rude for what he said. Listen. Yes, you did. You did co-host the show. And I still respect you. I still love you. You still my friends. But you're going against Mexico City, man. Like, prove me wrong on the field. I tell you what, how about we do this? Prove me wrong on the field. I'll be happy to have you back as an extra special guest on the show. And I will eat a spoonful of hot sauce just for you because I got it wrong. Would you take that? But if I get it right, then you and Portia both are going to have to change your profile pictures to Arizona Scorpion logos. What you want to do? Tell me right now in the chat. If you want to take this bet, let's do it. But you better win that game. Mike, all right, I had to make sure that she was going to pick Mexico City before Jordan. Mike, you wasn't going to join, man? That's messed up. Now that the pick is... That is messed up. Oh, my God. 24. What does that mean? Shush, Mike. Hey, what's going on, Ryan? Good to see you, baby. Always good to see you. I actually played your the song that you made for me as my opening song. I appreciate that. Eden, love you too. Can't wait to say hi to Horizon on it. Okay, then. That's going to be a good one. Horizon Breeze. That's going to be a good one. I love it. Robert Henson, you done? Oh, you done? Oh, that's a bet. All right. So if you guys lose to Mexico City on Monday, you and Portia will have to change your profile pictures for 1 week to the Arizona Scorpions logo. Now, if you win, I will eat some hot sauce, definitely, but I will change my logo to Detroit Maulers, little kitty cat, for 1 week. Okay? That's going to look, oof, boy. Mike, you better win this doggone game because that's going to look real strange in my locker room, okay? Real strange. Said, wait, no, we'll go with Mexico City win. Save us some money. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, y'all are nuts. Y'all are nuts. Oh, Mike, already, please, we're not going to lose to Detroit. Okay, so it's already set, bet. Y'all heard it here first. We're going to see how it flows. Man, this is good. I'm going to play one quick song and I'm going to bring up my guests. See y'all in a bit. Yes, Portia. He does have a little helmet, so I made this with my own 2 hands. So this was actually from Drew Really. We were at a convention. I forget which one. I want to say one of the ones in Texas. And this was a wire scorpion. So I just took some clay and I wrapped it around it, kind of made it into a scorpion, right? And colored it a little bit. I'm going to add some more color to it eventually. But I made him a little helmet, and I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. So thank you. All right, guys, let me go ahead and bring up my guest. First guest on the scene is Mr. Sully Richardson, the LA Lycans. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, baby. Hey, man.
What's good? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Not much, man. Just chilling.
Hey, that's good to hear, man. I hope all is well with you.
Yeah, everything all right.
That's good. That's good. Next up, I'm bringing up Mr. Mike Daggs to the scene. What's going on, Mike?
How's it going?
I'm going good. You over here causing trouble already?
You didn't tell me the Hensons were going to be lurking in the chat.
They always are.
Oh, well, I guess I should know, but here they are, already stirring up trouble. Don't worry, you're not gonna have to change your profile picture.
Okay. Because I was
You're gonna
wondering
see
about that.
you're gonna see some extra scorpion profile pictures if that's the goal. So
I
you're
appreciate
good.
that. I appreciate that. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time and being with me tonight. Um, it's been a couple of weeks, no, what, 3 weeks since I seen both of y'all at the convention.
Yep.
Yeah, did y'all have a
That
good
is
time?
correct.
Yeah.
So I'm still nursing a hamstring injury from kickball. And then I had a team meeting at work today where I took everybody out to a park. I wanted to get out of, the old corporate environment. So I rented a park pavilion and gave a cookout to my team. And then they wanted to play kickball. And I did it again, even though I was,
Mm-mm.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
Kelly, well, I can't read those texts on air, but she wasn't, she wasn't thrilled with my choices, but I had fun. So it'll be okay. I can't really walk now, but it's overrated.
So
I'll
Right.
walk
I
again someday.
I see a icy hot
Yeah,
sponsorship in Mexico City's future pretty
that's
soon.
right. Just
Right,
gonna
baby.
sit in a bathtub full of icy hot.
See, y'all should have hit that hot tub before y'all left to convention. You probably wouldn't have been as sore.
I should have.
Sully, did you go play clickball too?
Nah, man, it was. I thought the devil was hanging outside. It was hot. It was hot, man. Like I thought about it because I brought my workout shoes and stuff like that. But then, yeah, the bed was talking to me, was calling me by my government name. So I was just trying to enjoy, that room as long as I could.
Yes, sir. Trust me. I totally understand you there. Because I wasn't go back out there and support y'all. I promise you I was, but then I went to bed and it was it. That was over. I saw y'all when you got back and y'all looked all tired and stuff. But that's why y'all fit, y'all do y'all thing. So a couple of special interesting pieces of background from these gentlemen. Sully Richardson was the fourth overall pick in the season 13 draft. He has a 428 yard gain rather on his resume against Vancouver Legion and is approaching his 200 career passing touchdowns. Had you made that already?
I, you know what? I don't know what I've done. I don't know what
Well,
I've
yeah,
done. I've been trying to pay attention to everybody else. Like it's about the teammates. It ain't about me. So I'm not sure.
I get it, but you are the focal point. You know what I'm saying? So you the man that make everything happen. So, well, if you're
Yeah.
not at 200, you're almost there.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
Mike Daggs is a SFL Hall of Fame contributor, the league's director of broadcasting, and holds the season 15 record for receiving yards by a tight end.
How about that?
So these two gentlemen are no stranger to the SFL, no stranger being elite, and they're both owners and coaches for their teams. So, Sully, you've experienced the SFL from the quarterback position, the coaching position, and now ownership. How has being responsible for an entire organization changed the way you view your own performance on the field? Which is kind of why I was brought that up.
Um, it's I mean it's a whole different outlook. That's the unique thing about being a player first and then coaching and then ownership. I mean, you see it from three different perspectives and whatnot. So, um, I don't know. It's important. It's huge to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, you're trying to. Uh, these are paying customers. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? And you try your best, uh, especially whatever platform we use. You try your best to spread the wealth and uh, get the best out of everybody who's on your team. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't and whatnot. So I mean, I take it sometimes a little bit too seriously or whatnot. But these are I don't just see them as customers. I see them as friends. Family to me or whatnot. So it's very important to try to make everybody happy and feel as included as much as possible.
Yes, sir. And it is difficult. It is. Because, somebody has to lose, but you don't want it to be you know. And you do the
Yeah.
best that you can, but you don't want to let people down. So, but that's the beauty, like, of owning the team, right? Of coaching the team. We have that responsibility that we chose, you know.
Yep. Yep.
So we have, we deal with it. And I've seen you go through your struggles. I've seen you go through your triumphs too. So you good, man. You good. Mike,
Yeah.
Yes,
what you
ma'am.
say? What? So you had something else?
Oh no, I just like if you look on, I don't know where I'm pointing at. Right there, how I say 3 weeks vacation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Since good old Stephen McMichael broke the catch rule or whatnot. Um, yeah, that's another one of those things right there, which um, at first I didn't know how it felt until now.
Yeah.
And am I mad as hell and I don't want and I can't take it anymore? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like because I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball on something that I unintentionally did, but this is the life that we chose or whatnot, and that's why I'm very much looking forward to next season so we can X-nay some of this crap.
Gotcha. We'll talk
Big
about that
smile
a
on
little
my
bit.
face.
Hey, I know, I know. We'll talk about that
Yeah.
a little bit in a
All
little
right.
bit. But I know exactly what you're saying. As soon as I saw it happen, I was like, "Uh-oh."
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mike, you've gone from being an elite player to becoming one of the voices responsible for telling the SFL story. So, how has your perspective on the league changed now that you're watching the game through the eyes of a broadcaster rather than a player as well?
Yeah. I mean, at first when I first joined the league, it was it was more just for my friend Matt. He wanted us to be able to both have players together, and so it was interesting, but it was I don't know, it wasn't something that I was super excited for every week. It was fun to watch, but it was just something I was doing more for him. And then he Matt already was a broadcaster, and he would call games mostly with Eric Vincent, which I mean that's a dynamic pairing. But one of the nights I was over at Matt's house because we would get together every Friday night and hang out and usually play Madden, and we were talking about his broadcasting, and I said, is that something you'd like to try, you and I doing? And in classic Matt fashion, he just kind of cringed and was like, well, not really. I'm like, well, why? And he goes, well, I don't know if you'd be any good. I'm like, well, damn, dude, like, I don't know if I'd be any good either, but I thought it would be something we could do together, but stone cold Matt, he was just like, well, I don't know. I guess we could try it and see if you're any good at it. Great guy. So we gave it a shot, and when I first signed up for broadcasting, he wouldn't even pair up with me. I had to, like, if you go and listen back to some of my very first games, it was with random people that aren't even in the league anymore. And but then he said, well, I guess you're okay. I guess we can call some games together. So then it became something that him and I could do, together. And it became just kind of, that was the highlight of our week. So, it went from the highlight of our week being able to physically hang out in person to we actually looked even more forward to calling the games together. Even though we weren't always side by side, just because of logistics, it was tough to call games physically at his house. We did do it a couple times, but it was quite an undertaking. But it's a whole different angle of viewing the league, because you're not just sitting back and watching your team or just watching games in general. You're trying to make it interesting for everybody else. Like Sully said, I mean, there's paying customers around that want to hear their names called, and they want to have their players highlighted. They want to have their milestones mentioned. That's really become the focus for me, is not just necessarily calling the game, but also trying to make sure that all of that history is brought up into, each broadcast. And, I think you said, like, Sully's getting close to his 200th touchdown. On our research sheet that we have, that information is going to be there. So when that happens, somebody is going to be able to see that and recognize it and call it out. Hopefully, if everybody does everything they're supposed to right after it happens. So, like anything else, it's not perfect, but it's usually what we're able to highlight, and that makes it more, I guess, more real for everybody, is instead of it just being one single game, when you're able to talk about their history and talk about their career as a whole and highlight those milestones and the big moments, that's what makes it, more than just a single game, and more of a, they're emphasizing their career in the community and all that other good stuff. So, it's been a wild ride. I mean, when Cam first asked me to be the broadcast director, I shook my head. I'm like, why? Why me? I had only broadcast for one season, and he said, I don't know. I think it'd be something you'd be good at, and it would help me out, and I'd like to give it a shot. And now all these years later, I wouldn't give it up for anything. So it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And I was going to ask you, I know that you and Matt were basically inseparable and you're so close, and your player was so elite, Mike. Would you ever consider, especially since we're going to a new game, would you ever consider bringing your player back?
No, my player's retired forever. He retired same year that, we were forced to retire Matt's player, and him and I played together, and he can't come back. So, although I did post somewhere that I was going to bust out a Ouija board, I think that was on Eddie's server. I said, I was like, well, somebody asked the question, who would you like to see come back in the new game? I'm like, I mean, we can try some dark magic and see what happens. You didn't know that's where the show was going.
The first thing I thought about was Pet Cemetery.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't. Yeah. Matt was evil enough on the air on his own. We don't need Pet Cemetery Matt on the air.
Oh,
that'd be dangerous. So to answer your question, no, my player is retired permanently. Okay. So even though I brought Matt's player back in the UFL, I still didn't bring back mine. That was more just a tribute to him. So.
Okay, I get that. That's respectable. Hey, comments. I do see comments in the chat, and I promise I'm gonna get to you. I just want to get through a few more of these questions before I get to you. All right. I'm not ignoring you. You can put more questions in there if you have them too.
You can ignore Robert. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you at the end of the show, you guys can ask me any questions that you want. That's how I'm going to close the show. So just be thinking about that in the back of your mind too. Sully, your sign. Where is it? Oh. Your name has been in the SFL record books for years, including that 428-yard performance against Vancouver. And at this point in your career, are you, because you're a player, right? So you want to see your player do well, right? This is why I'm asking. Are you chasing individual milestones, or has winning something as an owner become more important than you can accomplish statistically?
I look at because when I first came into this league, I look at teams like Alaska, aka Florida. I look at Mexico City. I look at teams that could have been like the Seattle Tyrants. Like I look at that, like those teams right there. I think maybe Mike can attest to this. Like I don't think that they truly care about individual stats. Like it's all about the team. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole thing is if I can win a championship, I know when I'm being unrealistic and when I'm being like, you know, realistic versus unrealistic. Um, I've there's been people within this league, um, and that's a good thing about I guess the modern day ownership and even some of the I could say elder statesmen. Not saying that disrespectfully, but people are willing to point you in the right direction. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Give you like information or whatnot on not to give you like the whole kit and caboodle, but to just point you in the right direction and give you advice or whatnot. Um, I don't care about breaking records. I just I just want like my people to experience what a championship is like. Like even winning like a division title or something like that. Just something because like you get tired you get tired of the phrase that I get tired of hearing is same old likings. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like I get tired of hearing that. I know that we have the talent. Like I have like loyal teammates who like are willing, who encourage me, and we try to encourage each other and whatnot. No, like the individuals that used to be about me, they're no longer on that team anymore, on this team anymore. You know what I'm saying? We tried to weed that out. So it's just all about the team. I care less about what I do or whatnot. As long as it's building everybody up on the team and pushing us in the right direction, that's all I care about. I don't care about individual stats. Now, if people on my team, if they get like, I try to celebrate them. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for me personally, I don't care, man. Just let's just try to make it to the promised land. Let's try to be great. That's all I care about.
Yeah, because you can have a you can have all good stats all day, but if your team ain't doing well, then what good is it? So I understand the grand scheme of things. And
Mhm.
that does speak to your character, You've always been one of those type of people that cared about others and you put others before yourself, even though you shouldn't.
I was just saying, like, my mom, I have
But
a healthy fear of my mom reaching her hand down from South Carolina and pulling my ear off the side of my head if I didn't, if I didn't do so. So, that's how it's all about your morals and values, man. I don't care less about me. I want to build everybody else up.
and I think that's important. That's important personality trait or something that you learn over the course of time to develop within yourself before you want to really divulge into ownership or coaching because you have to care about more than yourself, you know?
Hmm. Hmm.
So
That's correct.
that's a good thing. Mike, before I get into college football 27 talks, and then Sully, I'm gonna go back to you about your suspension. Um, Mexico City has gone from a franchise with championships history. Wait, Mexico City has gone from a franchise with championship history to one of the league's modern powerhouses, including back-to-back championships in season 23 and 24, and another championship appearance against Vancouver. What do you think has allowed the Aztecs to remain relevant while other successful organizations have disappeared or struggled?
Dumb luck. That's all. Just dumb
No.
luck.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Well, listen, I mean, a lot of it is luck. Sully knows, you run
Yeah.
a sim, you might win 45 to nothing. You hit rematch, you lose 27 to 14 without changing anything. So some of it is dumb luck, just the luck of the sim that day. Realistically, I mean, one of the things that certainly helped our team is continuity with the roster. We've had a lot of the same players season after season after season. Um, you know, uh, we bring in maybe one free agent per season at most. In the draft, we usually don't pick anyone. We picked Dakota West last season to just have a backup quarterback. And but largely our roster has been the same for a long time. I mean, once Matt Wilson started as the quarterback for the Aztecs back in season 5, I think it was, it's been just him and Jordan Sipe the whole time. We've had the 2 quarterbacks and that's it. We had Ray Bentley for a long, long time. Jacob Morrison was the backup for a long, long time. Now Morrison gets to be the starter, and we had Buford Van Dam as the fullback for many seasons. Now he's the backup halfback, and we just went without a fullback. But it helps. It helps as a team when you don't have to worry about trying to sign a player and figure out how they're going to fit into your system, and instead you can just keep those players and just adjust the system, with minor tweaks to, just get the most out of them. That, and it just a lot of practice. I honestly, I'm not really a big sim guy. I know a lot of people like Mark Lopez will run hundreds of sims a week. There's some weeks, like last week when we played Philly, I didn't run one. And people hear that and then they, I don't know, I guess they're surprised. But the sims, they're just too inconsistent. You run one and, like I said, you win 45-0. You hit rematch, you lose 27-14. I changed nothing. Well, it tells me that the sim meant nothing. So I'm more of a, find plays that you like, put them into practice mode, let it run through practice mode, see how consistent they are. If they work really well, I keep them. If they don't work, I scrap it and I move on to the next one. So, once you have a good set of plays in there and you build a book that spreads the ball around a lot, so that all your players can get involved. I see Wolf Lord in your chat says right there with you, he runs mostly situation mode. Yeah, I'll do situation mode and practice mode. That's 99% of how I'll spend my time doing SFL stuff is just those two. Every once in a while, if I run a sim, it's more just for fun. I'll run a sim and I'll stream it to the team on our server so that they can watch the game. Just kind of see how we do ahead of time. But it's mainly that, just trying to keep the same roster together as long as you can, and just build up a playbook that works well, and just make some minor adjustments to it along the way to try to take out what's not working and add in some new stuff that might work better. That's really it.
Okay, so before I go back to you with your suspension, dear, the Aztecs has a tremendous connection to SFL history, including the legacy of Matt Wilson and the people who helped build Mexico City. So how important is it to preserve that history while still allowing the organization to evolve into something new?
Well, I mean, it's the only reason that I'm even in coaching or ownership at all. If you dig deep into the archives of this very show, that you had me on here at some point when I was only a player, and you might even remember that conversation. You had asked me if I'd ever consider getting into ownership or coaching. I said no. I only wanted to be a player and a broadcaster, and that was it. I didn't want to be part of ownership, and I didn't want to coach. But when Matt died unexpectedly, and the Aztecs that next season went 3-9, I talked to Ramos and I said, like, are you good? Like, are you still in this? And he said, honestly, no. It just wasn't the same for him running the team by himself. I mean, him and Matt had done it side by side for so many years. And I said, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be any good or any help at all, but to me, the Aztecs and the SFL meant so much to Matt because, like Colin Northrup, Matt was confined to a wheelchair. He couldn't get up and run around the yard and play with the other kids. He wouldn't be able to go to the convention and play a kickball game. He wouldn't be able to do the stuff that his player, his avatar, was able to go out there and do. And for as much as the Aztecs meant for Matt to bring to life the ability to go and do something that otherwise he would have never been able to do, I can't let that die with him. So I'm going to run this team for as long as there's a league to run it in. Because I want to keep giving other people the same chance to be able to hear, their name called and be able to see their player do great things and, live vicariously through the league and the team. And I mean, we obviously, Ramos had renamed the stadium Estadio Matt Wilson in Matt's honor. Everybody's seen our stadium. I've got Matt's ugly mug right up there on our scoreboard. He would be mortified and hate every ounce of my being that I have his picture on the scoreboard. And I am a little sad about the new game that I can't easily do that, but where there's a will, there's a way. Where maybe I'll make him our center field logo. Just
There
Matt's
you
face
go.
at the 50. Oh, that would be terrifying. But, yeah, to answer your question, it's obviously the team needs to continue to grow and evolve. It was a really tough decision about who was going to be our next quarterback. I mean, who would succeed Matt Wilson? Jordan Sipe has lived up in every possible way imaginable to fill those shoes. He's just a great human being. I mean, Ramos and I went out to Niagara Falls to meet him and his daughter in person. We rode the Maid of the Mist together. He's just a truly genuine person. He's great in the locker room. He gives Dan Tritz all sorts of hell, which is a beautiful thing. That's something that just needs to happen. I know people think I abuse Dan, but they're right.
You do, apparently.
Yeah, I do. But nobody's perfect. So the team obviously continued to grow under Jordan's leadership at quarterback, and we won championships with him as the quarterback. The team will continue to evolve into the new game, into the new era, but it'll always have a connection back to Matt Wilson and his legacy, and his name will always be synonymous and connected with the Aztecs as an organization forever.
Forever and ever. I love it. Sully, so were you seeing the issue that you got suspended for in your Sims when you were running them the previous week?
Nope. Nope. Not at all.
That's why it's a tough rule, man. It's just you go up against any random team and any random thing can happen. It's wild.
Exactly. And the way that I saw it, okay. So I have two. Well, we put Tom Thickey because I think I didn't notice until recently, but Stephen McMichael is wheelchair bound. I didn't know that. I had to be told that from somebody else during the off season, and he had phone problems, like phone issues, and he has been taking care of family and whatnot. I don't want to tell all his business and whatnot. So
yeah, but I know.
Yeah. So when it came to re-signing, like he missed the re-signing period, and so I had to move. We had to move our second fullback, Tom Thickey, to tight end 1, and then we got a UDFA as tight end 2. So then it came to a point. I think after week 1, we were able to sign Stephen McMichael, to the team again. I did not expect, like, in none of my Sims or anything, yeah, he get the ball a few times, but it wasn't overkill like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like Mike had said, like you never know. You could be preparing for one thing, and then when you go against a team, it's something totally different that happens. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I didn't know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how the hell do you tell if somebody did it on purpose or if they did it on accident? Like when Florida did it in the championship. I mean, obviously, that was on purpose. But
one thing that I kind of wish, which I guess I'm not sure, and this is why I guess there's testing going on behind the scenes for CFB 27. I wish, like, let's say if we continue on with this game, I wish there was an unbiased, unaffiliated, with no team committee that would look at the playbook in question and look at the plays within, like the passing plays or the running plays, and try to come to a conclusion to see, did this team on purpose break the rule? I'm not sure if that would be easy or hard. You know what I'm saying? Because honest to God, I did not. That was not my intention. To have Stephen McMichael have 16 catches. Like on the other end, I'm forgetting people's names. He always says, Pauly Truth had a lot of catches too, but it was in a losing effort. You know? So it's like everything was going good in the game and we're happy and stuff like that. But then like I was wondering, because people were in the locker room. This was my first time. This is our first time getting hit with the suspension. So like everybody was like, yeah, we're getting suspended. I was like, huh? So basically, like my hands are tied. Plus, you can't, if you have players on your team, which once again, we go to the paying customer thing, it's a regular, generic book. So meaning you can't even substitute, you can't even put those paying customers in the game. You can't put them in the position so they can play. They have to just basically ride the line and let it generic. No, you can't have substitutions. You can't do that. So basically, like when we played Albuquerque, I was upset because, and I spoke like I felt like, if not being cocky or anything, but I felt like if we had a playbook that was our own, we could have beat Albuquerque. And we play Carolina, I think on Monday, and I'm just gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest. I told Reese, good game, because y'all might beat us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's frustrating because when you're trying, you see the progressions working. Everybody doing their progressions. To me, for us to have a generic playbook and to basically be in the game against Albuquerque all the way into the fourth quarter until all hell broke loose, I feel like we're getting better as a team. But when your hands are tied, you can't really do anything. And so I think we play Arizona after our bye week, after Carolina. So we play Carolina, then we have a bye week, and then we play Arizona. And that'll be when the suspension is basically up. So I've been kind of frustrated. I don't want to do, some people had to talk to me because I was about to make a knee-jerk reaction and just have the Lycans just sell into the sunset because it's frustrating. And I know, and a lot of people know, I did not do this on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. And but it is what it is. And hopefully in the next game or whatnot, we won't have to deal with anything like this again, because it's very frustrating and it's very deflating.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, definitely when you can't make the changes that you need to, that you're supposed to be doing for the people that you are trying to make happy, all for something that you couldn't control at the end of the day, I understand the frustration there. If you did it on purpose, then hey, bro, come on, man, you know better. But like,
I tried. Honest to God, I tried my best to get every game that we played. I try my best to spread the wealth. I try my best to help everybody to, get the ball or to make a tackle or whatnot. But I mean, this is the game that we're on. So you can have a wide open person and all of a sudden the quarterback pass it with three people covering the person or whatnot. So it's
all day. I'm sitting all day.
And then you'll have like the opponent with 4 or 5 people covered, and the wide receiver will still catch the ball. So
know what to do. Well, this is a perfect segue because I'm keeping an eye on the time. Looks like we got about a good 15 minutes left before the guys start their show. College football 27. We moving to it. Voted on it. Passed. That's what we're doing. Season 28. 2 questions. First of all, how you feel about it? Second question for that. You think season 28 is a little too soon? So I can start with Mike first on this one.
Say who's up first. So your first question was, am I excited about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah. My thoughts are, what I was just saying about the Aztecs, where I will continue to run this team as long as there's a league to run it in. Mm-hmm. I think that this was necessary for there to continue to be a league to run it in. I mean, I don't think it's a secret to anybody that the numbers have been dropping. Mm-hmm. And, just like any business, you're going to lose customers every year, but presumably you're going to gain customers every year too. It's okay if the league loses 50 players in a single season to retirement or just, leaving the server or whatever, as long as you gain 50. Problem has been that has not been the numbers. We've been losing however many, 100, and gaining 10. That's not sustainable. And it was, in my opinion, it was only going to snowball. You'd continue to lose 100 next season, maybe 150 the season after that. And every time you lose way more than you're gaining, the league suffers and the league gets a little bit worse. Teams can't fill their rosters. Eventually teams leave and we can't replace them because there's nobody to replace them with. You're not getting a new era of coaching and a new group of ownership in, all of it. So we had to change something. You keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. That's the definition of insanity, right? So something had to give. We need to get eyes on the product, and we need people to see why is Eddie even here? We need people to be able to see the product, see the game, get excited about it, and not come into our channel and say, who are these people playing a 20-year-old game? We need them to come in and see something modern. To me, it's not just about the graphics. It's not even about the gameplay at all. I've never even ran college football 27. I've never opened college football 26, or I don't know, was there a 25? I've never played that either. I have no clue what the gameplay is like. I hear it's good, but that wasn't it. Long enough 2K48. I'm gonna have to block that part of my screen, so I just can't that obnoxious man. But we had to do something to be able to get fresh eyes on the product, to be able to get back on the Twitch front page, to be able to get random people to come into the channel and see it and get excited about it, to be able to present this to some sort of sports network and see if it's something they'd be willing to air on TV. I mean, our best era of growth was when we were on Next Level Sports during the pandemic, because we were put in front of those games every week. Those TV games got between 12 and 14,000 viewers. So if you have 14,000 random people watch the game, chances of you getting 20 out of 14,000 to be excited about it are pretty high. I mean, that's such a small percentage. So you just gained 20 new players. Maybe 10 of them stick around for a couple seasons. Maybe 5 stick around for a long time. But that's 5 players you would have never had otherwise. They would have never found the game, or never found the league, I should say. If you're being put in front of 10 new eyeballs on a given week, and I don't even know if we actually had 10 new people every single week find our games on YouTube, but say we did. Yeah. Take that same percentage. You're lucky if you get one of them to even click the link to join Discord. We weren't going to get anybody. So something had to change or this league was going to go away. So am I excited about the new game? I'm excited that the league is going to continue. The new game is just the means to get there, I think. So, and I totally forgot your second question.
I'm sorry. Love you, but you're wrong. Okay. What's up, Ernest? Good to see you, baby. Shout out to everybody that joined just while we were talking. What was my Sully? Do you remember my second question?
Anyone in the chat? See, Ernest McRae says that's how he found the SFL, was just a random game or a random TV stream. So we
Yeah,
need to
actually,
get back to
how
that.
I found the SFL was with Joshua Williams, but I stayed because I heard I heard a broadcast. I heard Andy Hamilton and Cam on a call for, I want to say it was Tallahassee when they were in their championship game. This was like season 11. And I heard them and I just like, I was captivated because I'm like, hey, y'all sound better than NFL broadcasters out here.
Right.
Let me see what's going on out here. But I'm gonna see if I can think about that second part of the question. But I'm gonna shoot to Sully real quick because I know we kind of running low on time. Sully, what is your thoughts on? Oh, that's what it was. Are we moving? Are we making this move too quickly? Because we're running it in season 28. Should we do it season 29, or do you think season 28 is perfectly fine?
We still on me?
Yeah.
I think season 28 is fine.
Okay.
I've always been a rip the Band-Aid off kind of guy. So are there going to be bumps along the way? Absolutely. There's going to be a bunch of them, but let's just rip that Band-Aid off and go. It's for the best that we got to do it at some point. If we wait till season 29, we're just going to hit the same bumps just 6 months later. So let's just go. That's my take.
Gotcha. Shout out to
Sully's ready
Lloyd.
to
That
go right
show.
now, I think so.
He in the building. Yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, you might as well go ahead and get it out the way, right? Looks like, gentlemen, we have about a good 9 minutes left. So, Sully, what are your thoughts on college football 27? And do you think that we're making this move too quickly? Should it be season 29 or should it stay at season 28?
I don't think. I think if we were to stay on this current game that we're on now, like Mike said, yeah, it's time to rip the Band-Aid off. I came into this league like just looking for something like simulation sports, simulation football, and there was like two leagues that popped up, and this one right here, like I thought it was an actual video game, like an actual game with actual like commentary or whatnot. The the news, the news ticker, the score ticker, all that stuff, like that's what captured my attention. Not only that, but social media, it made you proud to show people what's going on.
Yeah.
And we got away from that. Like teams were doing social media like crazy, and we got away from that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's only a handful of people doing that are invested in what needs to be done for the league. In order for the league to grow, we gotta doggone take a leap of faith. And I feel like this game. I just bought this game last night. I ain't even crack it open yet. I just downloaded it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about it. I believe that we're approaching it. There's more information, I think, on this game than there is on the game that we have. There's a lot of information on 2K4, but the good thing about this is this game will be updated. So if there's bugs, you know what I'm saying, we'll get some updates or whatnot, and I'm pretty sure there's people working behind the scenes that will do, expand upon things like, mods and stuff like that. That's what I'm excited about. You know what I'm saying? Like modern playbooks, modern graphics. You just want a game to where when you're sitting there, and like I said, this in the owners meeting, when you sit there, you don't have to look at 2 or 3 plays and predict if you're going to win or lose. That's the crap that chaps my hide. You know what I'm saying? Like that's tiresome right there. So competition, a game that showcases real competition, real coaching, and just you feel like you have a chance to win.
Yeah.
You have an actual chance to win. That's what I'm excited about. Taking the SFL. I'm all team SFL. I want to take, like I said, this is Cam's baby, and we're the uncles and the aunts. You know what I'm saying? If the creator of the baby, you know what I'm saying, like if he cares about the baby so much and we care about it too, so it takes a village. to raise, to raise a child or whatnot. So let's try to raise the SFL to the as high as we can. That's how I feel. I'm excited, and I think they're doing a good job working behind the scenes. I know that they're doing play testing. I know that they're, doing the pros and cons of everything. I think that we'll be good for next season. I believe it.
All right. I mean, personally, I'm excited too. Um, I fell in love with it. I was able to watch all three different gameplays, so I did like the way that the college football played out. I like the way it looked, so I was excited about that. So I'm excited to see the good things that's in store for the league because we made this decision. 5 minutes left, guys. So um, I want to have a coaches summit. I would love to have a few coaches, and of course, if y'all want to come back, you definitely can. But I want to get with a few coaches, and I just want to kind of ask questions and bounce some ideas off you guys because we're all in this together. We all gonna be learning together, all on even playing fields. So it's gonna be interesting to see how we can all do this, man. But last last questions are for me. Gonna let you guys have the last word, of course. But do you? Either one of you have any questions for me? It's Ask AJ segment. I just added it last week. So y'all have any questions that you want to ask me about anything?
I've got one.
Yeah.
I guess I got two. Is Eddie still around? Because for some reason I can't see his.
No, he's gone. He's probably getting ready to get set up.
Hopefully he watches this back then. So when the day comes that Jordan Sipe retires, what's it going to take to get Ashley Jackson over to Mexico City? Hey, you said I could ask any question. I'm asking any question. I just want to know what I got to do.
That threw me off. Well, I would imagine the Arizona Scorpions would have had to fold because there's no way that team is going to exist. Those players are going to be there, and I'm somewhere else. They're going to be pissed.
Perfect answer. Perfect answer.
But that's about it. We'll think about it.
My question is in the new game. Do you think it would be cool if all teams had like a throwback uniform?
Yes, absolutely.
I think that'll be super interesting.
Like a nod to the previous eras.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely. Because can you imagine having the gorillas back there? You get one of those
We will.
Yeah.
We've always loved having we do a Santa Fe game every single season, and it's a big hit with the players because somehow we've never lost while wearing those uniforms. So every season that we run those uniforms, we haven't lost yet. So obviously it's a fluke, but it's kind of a running inside joke now. So. Oh yeah, the Santa Fe uniform is probably going to be the first one that we make. So make sure you
burn them when you're going against Arizona. Okay.
No, I'm going to dig them out next time. You just gave me the playbook to how I need to get Ashley Jackson down in Mexico City. I've got to demoralize Eddie until he folds the team.
Well, that's Well, then
season.
He got a lot of
be the season 30 convention or season 29, right? Yeah, season 29. Yeah, we'll play week 1 against Arizona again.
Don't let the door hit you.
Oh, he is still here. For you, Eddie.
Robert, oh my God. So I tell you what, if you guys win, come on the show. I'm going to eat my hot sauce. I'm going to change my profile pic. And you can ask me 20 questions. I'll let you how many questions you want to ask me. I apologize. I did not extend that to you, dear. Okay?
You can bet them anything, and you're not going to lose. Don't worry.
Oh. I hope y'all hear this.
Detroit, please. Did you see we're having a charity game this weekend?
Ooh.
We're donating money. Oh yeah. Mexico City. So Mexico City is donating $2 per point scored by the Aztecs, and Detroit is going to donate $2 per point scored by Detroit, and then the Henson family and the Daggs family upped the ante. We're donating $2 per point combined, so by either team, and all that money is going to go into one big total, and then the winning team gets to take the total pot and donate it to the charity of their choice. So extra incentive to watch the Monday night game. You get to see how much money I got the Hensons to spend. So, oh yeah.
Well, y'all must got some money. I'm gonna have to go move in with the Hansons or something.
No, we're holding a bake sale this weekend to start saving up for this.
I know that's right.
I did like making the Hensons spend $300 on a flag that they ended up giving to Michaela Forker. That was fun.
They told me about that whole thing.
Yeah. And the fun part was if I won it, I was going to give it to Michaela too. So really all we did is we just ran up the price, made Cam a bunch of money, and Michaela got the flag either way. So I call that a win.
So what you're saying is you owed them about $150 is what you're saying.
Nah, they're fine.
All right, gentlemen, please come back whenever you want to, whenever you have time for me. Of course, you know, you're always welcome. But I want to give you the last word. So, Sully, last word, any shout outs, anything you want to say? Where the time is now, baby.
I just want to shout out to everybody in the league, my team, everybody in the league. Hey, man, like, if you're going through a bad time, just remember the sun always comes up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So keep your head up, keep your horse blinders on, and you know what I'm saying? Just keep what does Winston Churchill say? When you're going through hell, keep going. So just keep living, man.
That's it. A bad moment is usually just that, a moment. So gotta get through it. Love you, man. Appreciate you.
Love you too.
Mike?
I'll just play off the same thing Sully said and just go with Matt Wilson's favorite phrase, choose happy. So listen, sometimes it's tough. You have a bad day, driver cuts you off, just things aren't going your way. Just remember that there's a lot of worse situations that you can be in out there, and there's always going to be somebody that's got it worse off than you do. And, you know, if at the end of the day you're able to come home, be with your loved ones, or even if your loved one is your cat, you know, don't matter. You're able to come home happy and healthy every day. Just choose happy and, you know, try not to let the small stuff get you down. So, go Aztecs. Sorry, Detroit.
And go. You had to sneak that one in there, huh?
Yep.
Sully, by the way, I did pick you to win.
I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you did that.
I can't remember if I did or not. Now I got to look.
Now I got to go back.
Like my pops used to tell me, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining, man. Don't do that.
Man.
Don't do that, man.
You never know. You never know.
Hey, man, I'm in my mind, I'm in a cabana. I'm just chilling with a tropical drink on the beach somewhere.
Cancun.
I'm in Cancun. Like, fiddlesticks, whatever.
Everybody. Did I get stuck? I'm stuck. Uh-oh. Did I get stuck again?
You're somewhat paused on the screen, yeah.
Oh, shoot. I think I'm stuck.
I can hear you, though.
Yeah. Well, y'all can hear my voice just fine, though, right?
Yep.
Well, at least we waited to the end of the show to pull this mess. Okay.
You're back.
Thank y'all again for being on the show. Yes. Awesome. Thank y'all so much for being on the show. Whenever you have time, I'd love to have you back, pick your brains again on some more things I had. But we're going to head over to The Streets Are Talking. Again, if you are interested in watching that, please go to twitch.com. Look up Eddie Gage. You will see The Streets Are Talking logo. You'll get them. You'll be able to watch the show from there. Looking forward to bringing you all another great podcast next week, y'all. Thank you so much for joining all of us and hanging out. But until next time, y'all, stay safe, treat each other well. For Mike, Sully, Striker, we are out. Leave your final goodbyes in the chat. I love them to run across the
know you got to stop the